Me and my fiance were talking the other day. We're talking about how we are going to be getting married soon. She got fitted for her dress. She fell in love with the dress and got a dress, so I'm really happy for her. But we're trying to figure out whether we're going to be continuing the way we keep eating, or if we should maybe go on to a diet until we get to our wedding day. So I was walking around Walmart trying to figure out stuff to eat for dinner tonight, and I was walking by the frozen food section and saw this kind of just laying around. Ozo plant-based proteins. No GMO, no soy. It's made with pea protein, wheat gluten. So it's practically just peas and rice with a little bit of shiitake mushrooms into it. So I'm going to cook this up, and we're going to make one of my favorite dishes, which is baozi, also known as bao, also known as steamed buns. So let's you see right over there? Let's go over there, where I have all the ingredients waiting for us. So this is the ingredients that we're working with. 300 grams of pure all-purpose white flour. I got a tablespoon of sugar, 140 grams of lukewarm water, and a full teaspoon of activated yeast. We're gonna put this back into the fridge, and we'll come back to it later. We'll cook a little bit of it, but first we really need to get onto our bao. So let's just Alright, focusing right here. Focus. Okay, so that's your 300 grams of flour. I also forgot the olive oil. 1 full tablespoon. Okay, there we have it all. So we're going to take our flour, our yeast, our sugar, and our oil, and we're going to put it into a bowl and pour the water in while it's mixing. Now, I don't want to do that by hand. I don't want to do that by hand at all. So we're going to take it over here. Start with flour, then sugar, yeast, oil, now we're going to do a pre-mix to that one first. Start off just a little bit, mixing it up by hand, our spatula, you know, the cooking hand. Yeah. We're coming back in, our dough hook. Start on slow, of course, always start on slow. The rest of the oil out of there. Now we're gonna slowly pour in this water. Increase the speed to about minimum, about to medium. Add more water. Next, we're going to take all these. Just okay, it's good enough there. So just stop. See, that's what happens. You keep going, you don't stop, and then you got a whole onion. Let's use it. made this stuff, so I have no idea when I'm gonna be able to tell it's done. You know, I've made tempeh, I've had tofu, done a lot of alternative meats, but this is just one I have not done yet, so not entirely sure how long to cook this for. I've been cooking it for at least 5 minutes, but some of these pieces still need to get broken up, and it's just like, it's getting there, it's getting there. Okay, now we're starting to loosen up. There we go. We got some clumps still, but you know, I think that's about good. Oh, there's a little raw piece right in the middle there. Okay, just so we're doing this, I have some homemade teriyaki sauce that I made. Just gonna pour a little bit over here since we're making bao. You gotta act quick with this because the sugars in the teriyaki sauce will burn with your meat if you don't do it quickly. You don't want to burn the meat, you just want to glaze it. Look at that, that's exactly what we're going for. Alright, let's remove that from the heat completely and put that in a different container. That look a little tasty. Mighty tasty to me. Alright, it's been 2 hours, let's check them out. Oh. Keep those in there. Those guys need some more time. But check that out. We doubled in size, we started down from here, we're now up to here. And now, take that out, we're gonna start filling up some bao. Alright, don't mind my dryer in the background. Now we're going to take this, we're going to knead it until it's original size. Just get it back to its smallness. Develop more gluten. Fortunately, at this time it was incredibly hot in my trailer, so I had to turn on the AC and blast a fan right at me so this way it can cool off. But we're going to take our dough, fold it into a ball, and then puncture the inside of it and form it into a small ring. We're doing this just to stretch it out and so we can get a little bit more of an even layer of bao. And place it onto your counter, go and grab your trusty bread knife, and you want to cut this into 12 individual pieces. Start off by 4, and then cut those into 4 more, so on and so forth until you can reach up to 12 pieces. After you separated them out into 12 pieces, you're going to take each piece and you're going to roll it into a small ball and set them off to the side. We're going to let them rest for about 5 minutes just to prove a little bit more before we start rolling them out.
Yeah. turn it by 25 degrees each side until you've come 180 around the entire ball. Once your bao paper has gotten to about a 1/4 inch thickness, we're going to take it and we're going to start filling it with our ingredients. I'm using some fried rice, some of our meat substitution veggie ground beef, and a little bit of that teriyaki sauce that I used to glaze the meat with it as well. Now we're folding up the bao by taking a little bit of the piece, folding it over our index finger, and pinching it together as soon as you have a layer over your finger. Once you get it all together, you're going to take it and twist it a little bit and do this to every single one of them. Okay, Google, set a timer for 15 minutes.